To start a French macaron, you want to make a common meringue with the egg whites and the sugar. You want to whip the egg whites until they are fluffy and then start adding the sugar into the mixer until it gets to a stiff peak. The next step for the French macaron is to sift the powdered sugar and the graham cracker powder into the macaron and slowly fold that into the meringue. Once all of it is incorporated, you want to have a 5-second ribbon that will disperse into the rest of the batter. The next step, once the batter is done, we're going to put it into a piping bag with an 803 tip, and then we're going to pipe them onto a sheet pan with silk pads and let them rest for 30 minutes. Once the 30 minutes are up, we're going to stick them into the oven at 300 for 15 minutes, and we're going to leave the door cracked for 2 minutes to begin and then close the door. To make the chocolate ganache, we're going to heat up the heavy cream and we're going to pour it over the chocolate in the bowl. We're going to let that sit for a couple seconds, and then we're going to immerse and blend the chocolate and the heavy cream, and then we're going to let it sit for a little bit and add the butter, and then immersion blend that and let it cool. We're going to heat up the sugar, water, and corn syrup in a pot or pan until it reaches 235, and then we're going to start whipping the egg whites. Once it reaches 240, we're going to slowly pour the mixture into the mixer at a slow pour so it doesn't get all over the sides and it doesn't get stuck on the whisk. Once all of the syrup is into the mixer, whip the egg whites until it is medium to stiff peak. Once it is whipped properly, put it into a piping bag with a 803 tip and to get ready to pipe. The next step is to organize your macs so the top and the bottom match, and I put them so the top is facing up and then the bottom is facing down so I know which one is which. Pipe a ring around the outside, but have a little room on the outside of the cookie so when we smush them together, it pushes out a little bit and it doesn't push out of the sides. Using a blowtorch and a small sheet pan, put some macarons on to the sheet pan so they can be torched like marshmallows. The next part of this is to put the chocolate ganache into a piping bag and pipe a little in the middle of the macaron. The next step is to sandwich them. You don't want to push the tops down too much, but just enough. Once they are all sandwiched together, they're free to eat and you can take a nice picture with them.